Greetings, everyone, on the sci-fiction awesomeness.
Greetings, guys.
My name is Owen Cotter. This is Mars. We are here talking about some good stuff. If you're listening to episode 70 on Subspace Radio Network for our SciFiction Radio and iHeartRadio, episode 70. We will later in the broadcast be cutting to audio segments that we recorded, or rather pre-recorded, at the last event we're at, including an amazing interview with Jake Stormoen, as well as a lot of good interviews with some really talented science fiction authors, artists, and more. So stay tuned after this segment. We just got back from CoastCon 46 in Biloxi, Mississippi. For people that have never been to CoastCon, highly recommend going. It's an amazing event, solid gold, has a lot of good guests. You get the light there, Sam? A lot of good guests, and the sci-fiction awesomeness. That's too bright. Whoa. There we go. Perfect. We got the sci-fiction. We get the lighting levels here on some of the stuff on the live stream. We got everything going good. But we went to CoastCon 46. Amazing time down there. Had a lot of good fun with a lot of friends. Met some new friends. It's amazing good stuff. We got some amazing artists, science fiction authors. Got to talk to Jake Stormoen down there from Mythica and Outpost. Amazing time. What events were coming up next? We got about 3 now coming up in April, right?
So we do have 3 new events coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is going to be SciFiCon.
Yes.
That's the first weekend of April.
Lake Charles, Louisiana.
And then our second one's going to be in Amarillo, Texas, which is Yellow City Comic-Con. That is one of the new ones that we're going to.
Yeah. And
that would be around April 19th to the 21st. And then we're going to be going to Las Vegas it's called LVL Up.
Massive gaming event.
It's an expo. So it's a gaming and anime expo. Yeah. So that's another 2 new ones that
we're over 100,000 guests over that weekend.
So we're excited for those. And actually, I'm very excited since we're going to be driving.
Yes.
So we're going to be in Amarillo.
Might as well just book it up there.
Yeah, we got family there, so we're going to go visit, do like 2 in 1. Yeah. And then we're just going to drive all the way, which is about a 14-hour drive from there. Yeah. And we're excited because that's going to be really fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We've done that. We're going to be getting ready to do that, rather. We're going to do some filming and some other things. Got a few other new treats on the grid. We're working on some new side pieces to the site. And we're going to activating our anime section here soon. We've got an anime writer named Austin. He's doing a brilliant job with the writing on that. Got a lot of video game content we're going to be pouring out. So you're going to level up here in Vegas. Got a lot of good video game content for you there. More programming and things for the site. If you want to go over some of the news real quick on this, I've got a lot of news we've been pouring on here. Bring this on here right quick. We have trending news items. We have Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 3 Episode 5 review is out. If you want to learn a little bit about The Bad Batch new episode, we'll have the Episode 6 one out after that. We've got our brilliant article, Rico Lit, which is an astronaut kind of video game on Steam, and it's also, I believe, on some other consoles. We have the reaction to the Fallout official trailer, which dropped the other day. And Halo composer Marty O'Donnell is running for Congress in Nevada. Interesting. And the Dune 2 Part 2 review of the film. The games that were announced during the Xbox partner preview. Star Wars FPS first-person shooter game at Respawn is canceled by EA. And that's the trending news so far. Got other things on the grid that have been piping in. Those are kind of the top trending things for right now. And we have a lot of stuff we're working on over this next juncture point. We're going to get some guests. If you'd like to be a guest on the radio show, this is episode 70. If you're listening to this right now on Subspace Radio Network, iHeartRadio, or SciFiction Radio, feel free to message us on Facebook at SciFiction COM. That's right here. If you're on the live stream, SciFiction COM. Or, it's probably the best place, Facebook. Message us on there, and we'll get back to you within the day, if not sooner. And we'll love to have you as a guest. Working on getting some bigger and better and awesome guests on. We need somebody special for the 75th episode. So we're working on trying to get somebody special for that. I've got a few ideas, but I can't drop them here now. It's kind of hush-hush. Basically that on that note. We have a lot of stuff we're getting ready to do, as you know. For people just joining us, my name is Owen Cotter, host of SciFiction Radio. This is Mars. She's the co-host, all the goodness. We are getting ready to do a lot of events coming up. After those 3, we've got something maybe in May, and then, of course, we've got July San Diego Comic-Con. We've got STLV 58-year mission Looking forward to hopefully doing that in Las Vegas, going back to Vegas the second time. And what else?
And then we have ICCC
That's in October, though.
in
Right?
October.
Yeah, October. Now, what we're doing in September.
I'm still searching. So if you guys have maybe anywhere in the Texas area, if you guys have other events, maybe like in June or the beginning of July,
message us.
Yeah,
because we're also looking to come cover as well. Preferably, our network is big enough to be, if we could cover our expenses, pay for our flight or hotel or mix of both, or give us some gas money at least, we'll come cover your event and have a live stream to all of our platforms and social media. We've even got some new technology we're developing we can't talk about that's coming soon. Could be very, very cool for you events out there and other companies and film projects and yada yada. Yeah, I would really recommend y'all reach out to us. We're one of the bigger channels on the internet. We don't have as much as Sci-Fi channel, but we were formerly a Sci-Fi channel. But we have enough traffic to be a benefit to helping promote events. We really thank you, the fans, for joining us on this journey. We've had a lot of success over this last year. I think we've gotten about 80,000 subscribers over the last year or so. So that's not
if
too
it
bad.
wasn't for you guys, would not be able to even go to more events. We'll probably just been sticking to the same ones, but we're getting more people and people that want to be on the broadcast or be on the live stream or want us to shoot just a post their new book. We can do that for you for a small fee. We don't ask for a lot.
We're not asking for 10 or 20 G's like some of these companies. We do stuff pretty reasonable. If you can take care of our basic needs and give us something to work with, we'll work with you as well. We also have the ability to promote authors, like she mentioned, and different film projects and events as well. There's kind of a 3 or 4 tier system. You look at the channel, especially on the Facebook and on the site, you can also see me on stage moderating panels and interviewing people and all that. We have that capability as well as live stream capability to all of our social outlets, as well as moderation, like I just mentioned before, panels with A-list actors. I've done that several times before. Also spoken at Comic-Con a few times. We've got, what else we've got? We also have the ability to post, cross-promote, and share all your actor shout-outs to all your people that are going to be in guests at the events, all your due diligence. And we usually start that at a month rate. We like to do it 6 months out. If you have a really big event and really need some momentum, and especially have a lot of sci-fi guests on there or anime, especially Star Trek, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and anime and gaming. Those are kind of the spread of pretty much all pop culture is that fandom. We basically have all those guests that you have at the events. We can work with you on a marketing budget for advertising those via our social outlets on our site and everything else. We also are open to sponsorships. We're going to be starting to get Boba Fett over there to get us some sponsorships soon, because God knows we need them. We've got a lot of stuff we're trying to build for you, the fans, on the side beyond what you just see on the site, and it's quite expensive. And I've been bankrolling it out of our own pockets. I've gone through camera operators like water, like I drink them down and then they're done. The bottle. I don't really want to hire camera operators for $1,000 a day.
I'm the camera operator.
She's the camera operator now. We do need a little help here and there, but it's just an event like San Diego Comic-Con, for instance, that's technically preview night. Well, if you want to get a little footage there, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's $5,000 for some of these camera operators with the greediest. I can get 3 camera operators for that if I wanted, reasonable, or photographers down there, like if I went on Fiverr. But anyways, I'm saying is that we'd rather take that $5,000 and not have to spend it and get somebody else to help us out with the bare minimum and maybe make a proceeds of, a sponsorship with something else that we can use to fuel other divisions of the site, hire more writers, do more development for you, all the good stuff you see on the site now and beyond, plus the other projects that are companion to the site. And it's going to be pieced together as well. It's like assembly. It's like a Lego blocks. We're building all kind of cool stuff. So it's awesome. But yeah, if you want to interested in advertising, doing sponsorships, having us come cover your event, or a wide plethora, full circle of things, feel free to reach out to us. We're geeks. We're collectors, as you see, in all the good stuff. Sci-fi, awesomeness. We got Yoda here. We got all the stuff.
That's our RoboCop.
Yeah, we got RoboCop. You got Darth Vader. So yeah, what do you got? Also, Boba Fett's right there. Jabba the Hutt, Spider-Man, Flash Gordon, Mando, Tons of good stuff. That's probably every character you can imagine.
This is just a small.
It's a very small
collection,
small piece. Yeah.
Well, small section of our collection.
Right. Most of it's quite impressive when I get to that. But we really thank you, the fans, for joining us on this journey. And what can we looking forward to on some of these events? Anything you're looking forward to?
So, okay.
Particular guests. So a lot of gaming stuff.
I do love going to SciFiCon. Yeah. That's the one in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Mm-hmm. So SciFiCon, spell it out, honey.
CYPHACON. SciFa PHACon SciFiCon. Mm-hmm. It's in Lake Charles, Louisiana. They have some amazing guests, including Edward James Olmos, who is one of the best actors ever. Battlestar Galactica, Ronald D. Moore Goodness, Blade Runner, Miami Vice, you name it. He's been in all this stuff. And so he's going to be there, along with a whole plethora of other actors. They also have 4 bands having a party down there, a lot of live music, just tons of goodies. Vendors Hall. I'm sure they have all kinds of video games, a lot of heavy gaming. They have a huge area of just games and arcade machines and retro games and new games. And I think they have tournaments too with big Jumbotron screens. A tournament, so it's pretty cool. They also have a lot of miniature and role-playing game simulators. They always bring out like the big pod thing where you can get inside of the 3D and all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
So if you're going to be in the area, if you're near the area of Lake Charles, Louisiana, so in Texas would probably be your Houston, Beaumont, or even Dallas,
right?
Or in Louisiana will be Jennings, Lafayette,
Baton Rouge, New Orleans.
Yeah, all of that little spectrum area. You guys go and support. If you are geeky, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend is the geeky person, why don't you do a quick little date? Actually, mine and Owen's first date was at Retro Expo.
Retromania.
Retromania.
It's close enough.
And it was in New Braunfels, Texas.
That was a cool event. I enjoyed that. Yeah, so I'm just gearing up to do a lot of good stuff here coming up. Really looking forward to Comic-Con as well. We've got a lot of stuff we're looking forward to coming up. Of course, the Star Trek STLV 58-year mission. So this year
one's in Las Vegas as well, by the way.
It's a cool event. Yeah.
I do like that one.
Yeah, some great panels up there. One with Shatner.
Well, if you're a Trekkie fan.
If you're a Trekkie, try that out. Also, we're hoping to go whenever they bring it back to the U.S., the Star Wars celebration.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping they bring it to either Orlando or Anaheim or somewhere. Wherever it's at in the U.S., we'll go to it, because that'd be great. I know the one in, London? Yeah. They were not accepting any press there. I don't know what that's about. No. That's under their
No, I think they weren't accepting any press, but we did have
we had a correspondent down on the floor nonetheless.
One of our writers,
Kieran Burt,
yeah, we bought him a ticket so he can go, and he was able to take some photos,
interview the fans.
It was cool. It was amazing, and he said he enjoyed it.
Yes,
that was like one of the best gifts that we can give.
Yes, awesome. But we basically really love the Star Wars celebration. We have to go. I went to the one in 2019, as well as the one in 2017, which is the 40th anniversary of Star Wars. We're looking forward to coming up on the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. Time flies, boom. But we're looking forward to going to the Star Wars celebration when it comes back. Tokyo, Japan. We might get our anime writer lives in Japan, so maybe if he's close by, maybe we can get him a ticket down to this one. See what it goes on down there. I know the last one was amazing. You had Hayden Christensen was there, Ewan McGregor. The one in London was just full throttle awesome. But the one in Chicago, Illinois was pretty good in McCormick. They had a lot of interactive stuff. They had the Vader's Immortal. You could test out the VR headset with the lightsabers and all that. And then the one in Orlando had it was just amazing. Orlando was cool. Yeah, all kind of. We just talked to Brandon Allinger, prop store. He had a lot of cool stuff from the original trilogy, props and stuff like that. All kind of cool, maquettes and sabers, and they had a little puppet of. So when you're watching Empire Strikes Back, that scene when the top of the Falcon opens up and Lando's coming out to rescue Luke that's hanging on that spire out on the bottom of Cloud City, that one little clip of him coming out is actually a puppet of him, and it cuts to him grabbing, coming in the ship, a live action. That's a puppet. So they had a little miniature micro Lando Calrissian, about a foot tall or so, highly detailed, and they were auctioning that off for that year's auction, along with the really cool Ralph McQuarrie concept, all kind of cool stuff from that one. That was pretty cool. And then the one we went to, that was Comic-Con in 2019. That was fun too.
I didn't go to that one.
He had a baby Ewok in that one, the little baby Ewok that's in there from Return of the Jedi. And he had some Star Trek phasers and communicators, all kind of cool guys. I love the prop store. They always have cool stuff. Have to bring them on. They're doing a big auction. I think this week or just had it coming up or something like that. They had the captain's chair from Star Trek Next Generation, which was lost, misplaced for like 30 years. I think that Paramount, they decided not to auction it. Paramount wants it back to restore it, to put it in the archive museum. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to check that out. It's going to be like a piece of history right there. I know when they did season 3 of Star Trek Picard, they basically archived the entire recreated bridge set for future purposes, basically for, I guess, historical purposes and possible future filming purposes if they need as well. But that was cool. I remember the original one was Generations. The original one was dismantled and destroyed or whatever. So that was no longer there to film, but that was really cool. So I checked that out. And then speaking of Star Wars news, they've got, of course, they've announced some of these new films like The Mandalorian and Grogu. Here's hoping Dave Filoni does Heirs of the Empire. Better check that out. It's going to be cool. And the Andor season, now that the writer strike's over with and the actor strike, I think they're getting back to filming a lot of stuff, including our buddy Randolph Allen. I guess this is true. I'm pretty sure it probably is. He said that over at his interview will be here later in the broadcast. Probably about, we got about 29 to 30 minutes worth of quality audio here coming up next in this next broadcast, leading with Jake Stormone's interview, talking about all kind of stuff he's done and what he's doing these days, and his 2 companies he started up, including a cool company with gaming dice, like for Dungeons and Dragons. It's pretty neat. He'll be on coming up next, as well as a whole bunch of other good audio segments. But yeah, we were talking to Randolph. He said they're beginning filming season 3 of Strange New Worlds. So that cliffhanger with Pike, and I don't want to spoil it, cliffhanger where Pike's on the bridge, and that's coming up next. The battle scene, we'll see it in season 3. Looking forward to that. Of course, Andor season 2, I'm really looking forward to that, the second season, because we got to see what happens to Andor on that. And then, we got, of course, Ahsoka. I don't know if they're going to do more Mandalorian. I think he's going to do his movies now. I don't know if we'll get more Book of Boba Fett. We are getting a skeleton crew with Jude Law. I'm really looking forward to seeing what that's about. It's kind of like
I love Jude
Law.
Law.
He's going to, his own Star Wars series. It's called The Skeleton Crew. It's kind of like, some people call it like Goonies in space. So you've got like these kids, they get the spaceship, it's basically a skeleton crew on the ship. They're doing some kind of adventure, hopping or smuggling or whatever.
I like them in Gattaca.
Gattaca was a good movie. That was real good. That was a great movie. Was he in Artificial Intelligence too?
Yes.
Well, he was great. The robot that he teamed up with Haley. What's the little robot kid, and he ends up getting frozen, and thousands of years later, those people or aliens or whatever got. That was a wild movie. But yeah, basically that's the end of that. But we're going to be wrapping a segment up because episode 70, if you're listening to this on Subspace Radio Network for iHeartRadio, Subspace Radio Network, SciFiction Radio, we'll be closing up shop here. We got about 1 minute or so to go. If you want to follow us on our YouTube, we're looking at getting more subscribers. Go to @SciFiction Official. All together, no lowercases, scores, underscore, all together. It is @SciFiction Official. And you can follow us on YouTube. We're going to be dumping a whole bunch of video content there from this past event and all these other 7 events that we've got coming up as well. Also follow us on Facebook at SciFiction.com, Twitter and TikTok @SciFiction. It's Owen Cotter for SciFiction.com and all the sci-fiction goodness. And
Mars.
We'll see you soon. If you're listening to this on Subspace, stay tuned for some awesome audio segments. Y'all have a beautiful week and weekend as well. One for SciFiction. Signing off. Stay tuned.